Hello friends. Welcome back to my haunted house in another horror video. This night I'm going to explain you black magic in United States. Let's get started. In the heart of a forgotten rural village named Hollowbrook, nestled between rolling hills and swaying fields, an air of mystery hung heavy. The townspeople whispered of olden days when arcane rituals and dark incantations were practiced under the moonlit sky. Legends spoke of a hidden coven that had once wielded the forbidden arts, weaving dark spells that bound their fates to a realm beyond human comprehension. As the harvest moon rose one fateful night, a chill wind carried with it a sense of impending doom. The villagers gathered around flickering bonfires, their eyes darting nervously toward the dense woods that encircled their homes. Among them was Isabel Hawthorne, a young woman whose raven hair and captivating green eyes held a hint of mystique. She was known as an outsider, having arrived in Hollowbrook several years ago, and her presence had always been accompanied by a sense of unease. Isabel's cottage lay at the outskirts of the village, hidden behind a copse of gnarled trees. Curious whispers trailed her wherever she went, as her solitary nature and peculiar habits fueled the townspeople's suspicions. They believed she possessed knowledge of the ancient black magic that once pervaded their village. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Isabel ventured into the woods. Her steps were silent, her feet knowing the path by heart. Deep within the shadows, she found herself in a clearing adorned with moss-covered stones. The full moon bathed the glade in an eerie light, illuminating an altar at its center. Isabel's fingers brushed over the intricate carvings etched into the stones, the symbols invoking forgotten powers. Whispers of an incantation rose from her lips, a melody of words that danced on the edge of comprehension. As the final syllable left her mouth, a shimmering mist coalesced above the altar. It twisted and turned, taking the form of a figure whose face was obscured by the depths of the enchanting haze. "Isabel," the figure spoke, its voice a haunting echo. "You have summoned me from the abyss. What is your desire?" "I seek knowledge, Ancient One," Isabel replied, her voice steady despite the pounding of her heart. "The secrets of the coven that once thrived in Hollowbrook." The figure inclined its head, the mist around it swirling with a sense of approval. "Very well, but remember that the path you tread is perilous. The coven's power was not meant for mortal hands." With a gesture, the figure beckoned Isabel to the edge of the altar. It reached out a shadowy hand, and as their fingers touched, a flood of memories surged into her mind. Visions of the past painted a tale of a powerful coven that had once harnessed the energies of the land to manipulate fate itself. But the power they wielded came at a cost. The coven's thirst for control led them to delve too deeply into forbidden realms, and their recklessness triggered a cataclysmic event that shattered the fabric of reality. As the memories faded, Isabel found herself back in the clearing. The figure's misty form dissipated, leaving only a faint echo of its presence. She knew the truth now: the coven's magic was not something to be trifled with. Returning to the village, Isabel felt a heavy weight on her shoulders. She realized that the villagers' fear was justified, for the secrets she held were like a double-edged sword. She could use the knowledge she had gained to reshape destiny, but at what cost? The memory of the coven's downfall served as a cautionary tale, a reminder that meddling with powers beyond comprehension could bring ruin. Over the following weeks, Isabel contemplated her choices. As the village faced a drought that threatened their livelihoods, the temptation to utilize the forbidden magic grew stronger. But she also knew that embracing such power would carry dire consequences. Instead, Isabel chose to channel her energy into helping the village through natural means, seeking out ancient knowledge of water divining and crop rotation that had been overlooked in favor of darker methods. As the seasons changed, Hollowbrook flourished once more. Crops thrived, and the wellspring of water that Isabel had located quenched the village's thirst. The villagers marveled at the transformation, their superstitions slowly giving way to admiration and gratitude. Isabel continued to live on the outskirts of the village, her secrets known only to the moon and the rustling trees. The legends of black magic persisted, but over time they became more tales of caution than of dread. Isabel became a guardian of ancient wisdom, a protector of knowledge that was neither wholly dark nor purely light. And so, Hollowbrook thrived, its past shadows blending with the present sunlight, a reminder that even in the darkest corners of history, there could be redemption and renewal. Thanks, friends.